Okay, in this video I'm going to give you the secrets of how to unlock the mutagens and skyrocket Geralt's power. You can either do this when you're like a level 20 character or early in your Blood and Wine, but the whole point is to unlock this as fast as you can because you need those red mutagens to be more powerful. They're the rarest things in some of the rarest mutagens in the game, and the way to do that is to unlock Corvo Bianco early. So all you have to do to unlock Corvo Bianco is to have gone through the Blood and Wine's first quest, where the only thing you need to do is shoot the giant with an arrow. And then you need to keep on going to the parade grounds, and then you need to kill the Shaelmar. Now, the Shaelmar is a hard fight, but it's doable, especially if you're strategic, if you wait until the Shaelmar opens up its belly, and if you avoid its rocks. When it throws the rocks, it's going to do you a lot of damage. But you still can do it as low as a level 20 Geralt. And then once you do that, you get into this scene with the Duchess Henrietta of Toussaint, and she gives you the deed to Corvo Bianco. And having the deed to Corvo Bianco allows you to get all the mutagens you want, right? How does it do this? There are two things that you need to set up: the herb garden in Corvo Bianco, and you need to do the basic upgrades for the house. So if you do the basic upgrades for the house itself, then they're going to discover the alchemy lab, and then you'll be able to convert all your wraith mutagens into green mutagens. Once you get all those green mutagens into greater mutagens, then you will get formula from the perfumery in the main square in Beauclair. Just right off the main square in Beauclair, they've got formulas to convert those into red mutagens. But there's a missing ingredient that you can only get from the gardens in Corvo Bianco, and that is winter cherry. And so you need to do the grounds upgrade. Specifically, it's a level 2 grounds upgrade for Corvo Bianco. So you put in the sword sharpener and the armorer's table. So you get the grindstone and the armorer's table. Wait a few days. Then you do the level 2 upgrades and tell them you want to improve the gardens, and you want to put in the herb garden. And once you do that, then you can get winter cherry and the other ingredients from the open air greenhouse. Everything in that open air greenhouse allows you to convert mutagens to a different color, and you'll get the recipes from the perfumery. If you're not willing to wait for random drops, which you probably aren't if you're in a hurry, you buy especially the greater mutagen formula transmutators, because you can convert if you don't have a lot of winter cherry or Nazir Basil or lotus flower, those rare ingredients that only grow in the Corvo greenhouse, then you want to convert all the lesser greens into greens and greater greens, and all the lesser blues to blues and greater blues, and all the lesser reds to reds and greater reds. So if you have a lot of greens, you can convert the greater green into the greater red. And everybody wants the greater reds because that's going to improve your attack power. Even if you have like an alchemy build, you're probably better off slotting the reds instead of the greens next to alchemy character attributes, because that's going to add to your attack percentages. versus a little boost in your vitality if you put a green there. But the other thing that you probably want to do to really skyrocket Geralt's power, right, is do the Embrace the Strange quest, which you should get as soon as you complete the first quest with the giant Goliat, and then you should run away from those guys, and you go into Beauclair and do all your shopping, sell all your goods because you can get the best price selling stuff in Beauclair. You want to get the good saddlebags and all that other stuff in Beauclair, the good blinders, and then you're going to be able to go to the perfumery, get the formulas, and you're going to get that Come and Embrace the Strange from the little boy, who you want to definitely tip, because that tip is going to help you get erudite later on. But anyways, you'll get other chances if you don't tip the boy to prove that you're generous. But that's the cheapest one, easiest one to do. So the key with these upgrades is that it makes you able to use the mutagens more, and especially once you kind of max out your stuff kind of late in your playthrough, that there's no more open slots, and you have to embrace the strange, and then you get the mutagen character tree. That mutagen character tree is very intensive in terms of mutagens, and it's very specific about the greater mutagens it needs. So you're going to need that to kind of advance that tree and open up more slots, especially late in your playthrough. So, I recommend going to Beauclair as soon as you can, if nothing else, to do the Goliat part of the quest. And that's all you have to kill. You don't have to kill the bandits on the way in Velen. You just kill Goliat with your crossbow if you want, and you'll get the Goliat trophy if you use the crossbow. And you just have to hit him in the head with the crossbow. So you have to use the aiming function in the crossbow. But you also have a lot of help with the Goliat, and you have a lot of help with the Shaelmar and the Tourney Grounds. So now, if you are going for the Corvo upgrades, you do need to get the deed to Corvo, and to get the deed to Corvo, you need to kill the Shaelmar, meet with Henrietta. Then Henrietta is going to want you to do another part of the quest and save Milton, who's dressed up as a bunny rabbit, and we're trying to find him, and you're supposed to go after a unicorn and all this stuff. You don't need to do that. You should run away from her. Like, I went up the hill with her, and as soon as she gave us that we need to find the unicorn and we need to find the golden fish, I just ran away. Did not come back for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks in game time. That I went and did other things because I didn't want to. It was too high level quests. I didn't want to get the XP for that, there were other things I wanted to do. All I wanted was the deed to Corvo, right? So I could get the mutagens, and you can see. So that's what I ended up doing. So my advice is do the early part of the quest with the Shaelmar, meet with Henrietta, and then run away from all the main quests in Blood and Wine, and go straight to Corvo and initiate the No Place Like Home quest. You're going to have to pay a few thousand to do the first level upgrades, and then you're going to do the herb garden second level upgrade for the garden. But you don't need to do any other upgrades for the interior, because the major domo, as soon as you do the level 1 upgrades, is going to say, hey, we found something weird in the basement. You go down to the basement, you do an ARD, and that opens up the alchemy lab, and the alchemy lab allows you to unlock the all those wraith mutagens. You're going to have like a dozen or more wraith mutagens, and you're going to want to convert all those into green so you can combine them into a greater green and probably convert it to a red at some point. Alright, so subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We cover the Witcher 3 tips and tricks, and we're also covering the Netflix Witcher series. Until next time, bye.